Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lutheran High School St. Charles as we have a JV game here tonight with the varsity tipping off after with two teams, your home, Lutheran High School Cougars in the white, and visiting here tonight, the St. Mary's Dragons here from St. Louis, the Catholic high school down there. I'm Ryan Bertel, joined by my partner, Carson Colbert. Carson, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing today?
You know what? Long 3-day weekend celebrating MLK Junior Day as Monday was off and Tuesday we're back here for some more basketball here tonight. We're on the Claw Media broadcast. Thanks again for tuning in. We're just getting ready for tip-off here is the Cougars in white and the Dragons in green. We'll come out here in this JV game with the varsity tipping off afterwards. We had a freshman game right before this as we were unable to get on the air, but we will get to a freshman game shortly. Dragons took that one pretty easily.
Yeah, they did.
We were watching that at the end. We'll see what the JV has in store and varsity the tip off after this. So 3-game series here. Dragons up 1-0. See what if the JV Cougars can tie it up and see what happens in the varsity game. Either way, Tyler Stepney, Zeke Brown, Charlie Bennett, Brendan Doyle, and Donovan Green will be on the floor for your Cougars as the tip-off comes. Tip back, and the Dragons win the tip-off. That's number 2 there. Demetri Griffin will have the ball, guarded by the other number 2, Brendan Doyle. Opening set here, Dragons versus Cougars, as Griffin will get the ball, go out to the corner. Number 11 will go up with a floater, no good. That was Leonard. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. As the Cougars get the ball and they will come down the floor and on their opening set. Doyle at the Brown for 3, good. Zeke Brown from deep.
It's a good open look there by the Cougars, going down in transition, getting that open 3 from their best shooter.
Well, Zeke Brown, the junior guard, we all know he can shoot it. That's going to be big. 20 points in the last game that we streamed on the Claw broadcast. He won the Claw Award, as we will talk about later, as somebody here tonight has to win the Claw Award. Zeke won it last time with a 20-point performance, as he starts off the game good for the Cougars here. As Dragons will get the ball back. That's Griffin putting up a 3-ball, no good. As ball was offensive rebound and foul. Will go on Stepney. That's Tyler Stepney, number 23, the sophomore guard, also plays varsity, as well as Zeke Brown on the floor. Both of those guys you'll see in the varsity game later tonight. As that looked like a couple too many steps there from the Dragons, they turn it over.
It was a little too many steps. Try to get the ball, get downhill, go to the rack, but he took a little too many steps without dribbling the ball.
That's Charlie Bennett with the ball. Goes back to Doyle as the Dragons are in a little bit of a zone press as they get the ball to Zeke Brown. Back to Stepney. Doyle at the top of the key. He'll fire a high arcing 3-ball. No good as number 23 there, Ryan Hill will get the ball. 11, Leonard. Leonard will go in. No good as Zeke tipped it to Doyle for the rebound. He will go in transition with that good speed. Doyle will go up. No good. Green with the offensive rebound. No good again. Another offensive rebound by Green, and he scores that one.
It's good rebound there, offensive rebound there by the Cougars, getting his 2 missed shots and putting them back up.
5-0 early for the Cougars as Green will pick up a steal as he was pushed a little bit, and the referee will call the foul. That will go on number 5, Dwayne Forland.
Cougars getting out to a good start here, 5-0, just 2 minutes into the game. They'd like to keep this momentum up. Both these teams coming out with a little bit of a press, trying to make these young guards think a little bit.
That's Tyler Stepney going in, left-handed layup. Just off the back iron. That's Hill with the rebound. As Dragons will try and get their first points of the ball game. As just again, JV tip-off, Cougars versus your Dragons. As I'm Ryan Bertel, joined by my partner, Carson Colbert, alongside our producer, Brent Gossett. Sports Technology, right on cue. Quintrell Leonard with a 3-ball and makes this game a little bit closer than it just was there, partner.
Yeah, I mean, Dragons came out, they had good ball movement, and they just found an open look.
That was Bennett with a three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound again by the Cougars as Doyle will go up and get fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Carson, Cougars have had almost an offensive rebound every time they've gotten the ball if they haven't scored down on the offensive end. That's pretty big so far.
Yeah, they're going to try and use that offensive rebounding to try and get more shots. Looks like the Dragons might shoot from outside the arc a little bit more. There, Doyle makes his first free throw.
Doyle makes both free throws. He'll get this Cougar lead back up to 4. 7-3 early here in the first quarter. That's Griffin with the ball. The Cougars are in a bit of a zone trap there. Green will get a steal after the tip ball by Zeke Brown as Doyle gives it up to Stepney. Stepney will fire up a three ball just short. Green with another offensive rebound, and he scores.
Just on cue. You were talking about those offensive rebounds. When we were shooting the free throws, just right on cue, we get another one.
Offensive rebound has been big here for the Cougars to start. As 23 Hill will put up a three-pointer. It hit nothing but air there. As Bennett will come down the floor. Bennett will give up to Brown. Brown for three. No good. Dragons finally pull home a defensive rebound there as the Cougars will finally go a trip without an offensive board. Number 3 will get all the way to the rack and score. It's number 3, Khalil Boyd there.
Seems like the Dragons were going a little fast-paced there. Thought they might want to slow it down, but it worked out.
That's Stepney, 23. He'll go in. Floater. Good. Tyler Stepney, pretty-looking floater there for the Cougars. After that floater by Stepney, the breakdown of a press there, the Cougars unable to catch up to number 5, Dwayne Forland, if he got all the way to the rack. Was fouled by Green, and it looks like a full 5 will come in for the Cougars here. Interesting decision from Coach Ritter.
Yeah, around full 5. Whole switch in the lineup. Maybe try and get a little less size, maybe more shooters.
Yeah, interesting decision. The Cougars are up 11-5, and it's now 11-6 after the Forland free throw. 5 new Cougars will check in. Interesting decision as a timeout will be called as the Dragons will be called a timeout. We were supposed to go over some sponsorships, but I can't seem to find my paper. It might be my fault. I don't know if it's my fault or I could hate to blame it on producer of sports technology, Brent Gossett, but we're going to play it on the screen for you anyway. The Signature Orthopedics is our main gold sponsor. The silver lever is Athletico Physical Therapy, A&W Car Shield, Certif Pro Painters, and Melissa Jones, a New American local lender. Thank you so much for your support of Lutheran High School. Again, I don't have the paper in front of me, so I don't know if I mispronounced that or not, but I think I did a pretty good job there.
You did do a real good job
Mr.
there.
Producer, I did? Okay, he's shaking his head. All right, cool. 11-6, Forland will go to the free throw line for one more shot. Again, Coach Ritter subbed in 5 new players. That's 2 freshmen. Number 3, Asher Hayner. Number 30, Aiden Nevins. As Owen Tormala and Nico Sinovich, also with Paimon Yoon. 5 new Cougars for you. Sinovich, left-handed shot, will go up there and no good. I thought it was another offensive rebound, but Dragons get out in transition. Layup no good, follow-up good. Ryan Hill with a putback as Aiden Evans will dribble up the ball, turn the ball over. Dragons will go the other way in transition.
Seems like the Dragons came out of the timeout with a game plan, and it's working.
11-8 in favor of the Cougars so far. Is halfway through this first quarter. I don't even know why I said third quarter. First quarter in this JV tip-off with the varsity to kick off soon afterwards as Aiden Nevins will get the ball, kick it to Sinovich. Sinovich will drive down the lane, put up a floater, and it's good. Nico Sinovich will go up the lane, and he's grabbing his knee here. It didn't look great. There is we have an injury on the floor here, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, Nico Sinovich went up floater. He made it to 13-8 Cougars. As we're going to step away here and have our thoughts with Nico. As the crowd will cheer as Nico will stand to his feet. He's still on one leg as he went to the rim, put up a very good-looking floater, Carson, and he must have landed on some sort of foot or must have just twisted an ankle somehow. As we can't, on air, we cannot tell you what happened formally to an injury. That's just not allowed. But Nico is standing and he's walking on both feet is what we can tell you right now. Is at first, it looked scary, partner. It really did. We can tell you that we're very happy to see Nico on both feet.
Yeah, it looked really bad when he came down, but very glad he's up, walking with 2 feet, sitting on the bench.
Dragons go right back. And missed layup there by number 3, Boyd, as Asher Hayner grabbed the board. The Cougars will go back in transition as Stepney will have the ball on the baseline. One dribble pull up, good. Tyler Stepney. Good looking shot there. Wow, the Dragons must have stepped over the line while throwing the ball in, as the ref must have caught it, as the Cougars will get the ball back immediately.
Yeah, some you don't really see very much. Doesn't get called if it happens.
It's Asher Hayner in the corner. He'll dump it to Stepney. Stepney, no good there, as he caught it and shot it before he even landed. Pretty looking thing there. No good on Stepney. But number 2, Demetrius Griffin. This game's been fast-paced so far, partner. I've barely even been able to say any names and do play-by-play. It's been so fast. They're moving the ball around as Asher Hayner will throw up a three-pointer. As Stepney will get another offensive rebound. He'll go up and score. Tyler Stepney, good, very good first quarter there from 23 and white.
Yeah, it seems like both these teams, going to take the open threes if they have it, but they're going to try and put emphasis on getting to the basket for them easy layups.
Fun fact about Stepney, his uncle is my mailman, and I see him all the time. I love my mailman, and Stepney's wide open again on transition, and he will get fouled pretty hard. There is number 3, Khalil Boyd will foul Stepney, and Stepney will go to the line for 2.
I'm really wondering how you found out that fact that Mr. Stepney's uncle is your mailman.
You know what? I don't remember how it came about, but I think he's an awesome dude. And he always likes to come and talk to us. And I'm pretty sure he asked what school I went to, and told him the beloved Lutheran High School of St. Charles. And he said he's got a nephew that goes there. And then Stepney, who it was, Tyler Stepney at the free throw line, makes 1 out of 2. As he's had a very good first quarter. It's 18-10 Cougars. As a minute left here in this opening quarter. As Nevins will get hands on the basketball as tips it out of bounds. As number 24, Marvin Neals will come in for the Dragons.
That's good. That's a good read there by Aiden Nevins. Seeing that open pass there, breaking it up, and at least knocking it out of bounds. Something must have been said there by St. Mary's. Cougars going to get technical.
Well, I don't know for sure what just happened there. The referee did not say anything to the table, but he said something to both coaches as Asher Hayner will shoot two technical free throws. I'm sorry, folks out there. I really can't tell you what just happened. It's been a awful unusual start to this basketball game here. Partner is we had that there, and we had also had a pretty scary injury. We can tell you that I can see Sinovich from here. He looks okay. He's got ice on the injury. I apologize. It's 20-10 Cougars after the technical free throws. They get the ball back. That's Yoon at the top of the key. His twin brother wrestles. He played basketball last year, but that's Tormala. Owen Tormala over there goes into Stepney. Stepney hard drive into the bucket, scores. Tyler Stepney again.
He's having a good first quarter here. Trying to make sure he's the main focal point of this offense, looks like right now.
Yep, it looks like he's got at least 10 points in this first quarter here. There's 30 seconds left here as the Dragons are down by 12. Need to get some points on this board to try and start clipping back into this lead. That's Ryan Hill that will kick it out. Griffin goes up and was fouled. That's number 24. I apologize. Marvin Niels will go up and get fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. Guyton missed the first free throw. He'll shoot one more foul shot with 11 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Cougars 22, Dragons 10. Starting to try and cut into the lead. Guyton missed both free throws, and Stepney gets another rebound as he clears it out here as he can try and go to work with 5 seconds to go. He'll kick it out to Hayner. Hayner for 3 to end the corner. Good. What a quarter by the Cougars.
Good look there, trying to use all the clock and get an open 3 look.
That was Asher Hayner, number 3 in the corner after a good play there by Tyler Stepney. Stepney had a very good first quarter. His Cougars up 25-10. Big scoring quarter there from the Cougars. As the freshman lost to St. Mary's in a pretty big blowout here in our first game. Is JV looking to flip that script here early as the first quarter comes to an end. And varsity a tip-off at around 7 o'clock-ish as I'll be on the call alongside a man that does it all around here sometimes, Dr. Coleman, as you'll hear his awesome voice on the call with me. As again, I can't express how happy we are up here in the booth that number 22 in white, Nico Sinovich, is okay and walking up and down. Is a pretty scary injury that happens in sports. But you never like to see it. So.
No, you never like to see injuries at all. But I'm glad he's up, sitting on the bench with some ice on his knee, talking with his teammates.
Starting the second quarter here, the Cougars got the ball. They can extend this 15-point lead if they can. Stepney again draws a bump. Didn't get a call as Green will get tied up there with a Guyton as a jump ball goes the Dragons' way. As opening second quarter here in this JV game here is Griffith will go all the way to the rim. No good. Guyton offensive rebound. No good again. Griffith with go up again. Stepney took it right out of his hands, partner.
Yeah, Stepney he's going up and he just took the ball right out of his hands.
Well,
here is a really unusual start here to this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very unusual 8 minutes of this first basketball game. As it looks like Doyle must have stepped on the referee's foot, and he looks to be okay as well as he hit the floor. As the Dragons turn it over and the Cougars will get the ball back. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. As Stepney has the ball, as Cougars are up by 17. Gives it to Zeke Brown to try and go up by 20. No good. That's Green.
See if the Dragons try something else here. See maybe they can get a little more open shots.
Stepney gets a steal, gives it to Doyle. Doyle in transition. He'll go up and score. Brendan Doyle extends this lead to 19 for the Cougars. That's Smith there, giving it to Green. Green will go into the paint. He'll put it up. No good. Stepney with a rebound. He's been everywhere so far there, partner.
Yeah, he has. He's been there defensively and offensively, getting the rebounds and the points.
As of now, he is he's casting his vote for the Claw Award as Green will go up, get an offensive board, and get fouled, which the Cougars will get the ball under the bucket as number 3, Chase Roan, will come in for the Dragons. As Cougars up pretty big here to start the second quarter, up 19. As I guess Green was going up, as he will go to the free throw line, shoot 2.
Both these teams really struggled here in the first 2 quarters with shooting their free throws.
Yeah, I agree. As if the Cougars could have made a couple of these, could have been extended the lead a little bit. As Green makes the second one, extends this lead to 20, 30-10 in favor of your home school Cougars in white, as St. Mary's Dragons are in green. This JV game, as the freshman was just before this, the Dragons took that one, and the varsity to tip off shortly after is Orion Hill. Got the ball and was fouled by number 10, Charlie Bennett, the sophomore. Dragons have it under the rim, baseline out of bounds ball. The ball went into Roan, but Doyle took it right out of his hands. He goes up and scores.
Yeah, took the ball down, and Doyle just stole it right out of his hands.
Good play there by Doyle as he guards Green closely again. Green will go in, go up. No good, didn't hit anything, and it'll go out of bounds. Cougars ball. It's Green as the Dragons need to put on a press here to try and get the ball back as they're down by 22 here. Zeke Brown will go to the rim, kick it out. Charlie Bennett for 3, no good. Rebound there from Green.
These Cougars really putting on a bunch of pressure here.
Yeah, that's right there.
Try and force all the turnovers they can get.
Yeah, you're right. They're definitely turning the Dragons over early, as that's why they have this big lead here. As the Dragons will call another timeout. That's Patrick Brown, head JV coach there for the Dragons. He'll call another timeout here. I really do need to get my sponsor seat because timeouts is the time we do it. As producer of Sports Technology will put them up on the screen, your screen at home. As I can't read them to you because all I can see is the rim, or all I can see is the floor. I can't see the computer screen here. As Dragons called the timeout. They're down big here. As Cougars and Coach Rutter have to be happy with what's going on here to start. It's been an unusual start here in this JV game. You don't see what we've seen so far often happen in a matter of 7 minutes. But,
no, and these JV basketball players probably haven't seen a lot of this either, so Patrick Brown calling a timeout may try to get his guys to regroup a little bit.
4 minutes to go here in this first half as the Dragons need to get back on the score sheet. They only have 10 points through the first 10 minutes of this basketball game here. Is number 3. Roan will throw it into Smith. Smith will try and get the offense going here as Roan will drive in uncontested. He'll go score up and no good as Cougars come all the way down the floor. Bennett, three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound, Stepney. He steps through, goes up, no good. Donovan Green up there for the Cougars. He's also played well here tonight so far.
He has. Just really unfortunate there, the missed shot. But Cougars have really played sound all around today.
Caden Ward gives it over to Smith. Smith in and out. It's been a tough stretch offensively here for the Dragons to start as Doyle will kick it to Brown. Brown in the corner, good. Zeke Brown, the junior, extends the lead to 25 for the Cougars as the Dragons are really starting to, as they turn it over again, they're really starting to feel the pressure. Green goes up, floater, no good. Rebound Cougars, throws it off Green, and the Dragons will get the ball back. 4 Cougars will come in as they continue to switch it up. Get these guys fresh as the game plan has really worked here for Coach Ritter to start offensively.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Ritter came with a game plan, try and put the pressure on, and they've executed here.
Smith will go all the way down the lane, kick it out to Ward. Ward for 3, good. Caden Ward finally back on the score sheet here for the Dragons. 3 minutes to go here in this second half.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's the Dragons' first points this quarter. Try and get more on the board here.
Well, that was a good try there. So the Dragons tipped the ball at it, but couldn't keep it in. Cougars will get the ball. Baseline out of bounds play. That's Asher Hayner. That will throw the ball in for your Cougars. As I recognize this play from my basketball days. As Stepney will try and get the ball in the corner, but they guard it pretty well as they get it in, but Smith tips it, goes out of bounds. As Cougars will maintain possession on the side here. As that's Yoon right in front of us, 13 in white. Well, as the Dragons try and pull this closer, as they're down pretty big here, down by 22, 35 to 13 in favor of the Cougars. As Aiden Evans has the basketball as he goes up. Tormala to Hayner. Hayner drive down the lane, go all the way to the rim, puts it up, no good. Stepney offensive board, and it's good. Tyler Stepney having a very good first half here for your Cougars. Smith will come down the lane for the Cougars, gives it right back to Ward. Ward back-to-back possessions with 3-pointers. That might, 23 in green might be the Cougars' main focus on defense so far.
Yeah, it seems like he's starting to get a little hot, start the momentum switching to his way.
Yep. Dragons cut the lead down to 21. Cougars give the ball right back to Stepney. He's been their offense so far as Nevins will drive down the lane. No good on the layup as Dragons will come back and try and keep cutting down into this deficit. Go right back to Ward. Ward for 3, no good. You can't make everyone, partner.
No. You see it at the best level, you can't even make everyone.
That's Stepney there trying to slow the offense down. 2 minutes to go in this first half. So he has the basketball. Surveying. He goes all the way to the rim, gives it up to Yoon. Yoon gets blocked twice. As that was number 10. Pretty good block there by number 10. I don't have him on my roster. I apologize. I can't say his name. Cougars put up a 3-ball. Or I'm sorry, the Dragons put up a 3-ball. As they control the offensive rebound. As Yoon will guard Smith closely. Smith will give it to Roan. Roan almost turned it over. As Smith will try and slow it down here for the Dragons.
So yeah, see if the Dragons can run a play here, find some open looks.
Smith, good look at the rim, no good. Stepney will go down in transition. He'll go all the way to the rim, go up and I thought it barely rolled around the rim. Smith will go up in transition and score. Man, I thought Stepney's bucket was in there. That was a pretty looking, it was spinning around the rim, partner.
Yeah, it was. Spun on the outside of the rim, just didn't go in.
Stepney will get the ball. One dribble, and he turned it over. That's the first mistake these Cougars have really made. Is the momentum is starting to really shift in this last minute and a half to go here in this second half. Is the Dragons are only down by 19. I say only, but they were down, what, 30, 25, something?
25?
25, something like that. As Ward will put up a 3-ball. No good. As Doyle has the ball, he'll go down the floor in transition. He'll go up. No good. I heard Coach Ritter say he wanted the final shots, as he might not be pleased with that. Green will go up, spin move, score.
Cougars might be able to get a final shot here.
Hayner makes a good move, goes all the way to the rim, gets blocked, out of bounds. Cougars ball, 11 seconds to go. As you hear the crowd, it's very, very vocal on this side of the gym and very silent on the other, across from us over there. If you can see me in the corner, I'm waving to you. As the St. Mary's fans know the momentum is shifting at the end of this quarter. 10 seconds to go here. Cougars still up by 17. But as Smith will get it, go all the way to the rim, no good. Stepney will control the rebound. He'll put it up, no good. End of your first half. Cougars came out great offensively. Ended the half with 37 points. Really good half.
Yeah, really good half. Cougars might have wanted to take the momentum into the half, but the Dragons are the ones that take it in the half.
Yeah, they tried to steal it back. They're only down by 17. It was a good run at the end of the half. There is Cougars 37, Dragons 20. JV game, varsity to tip off afterwards. Don't go away, folks. I'm Ryan Patel, Carson Culver, and producer of Sports Technology, Brent Gossett. Halftime. See you in 10 minutes.
1, 2, 3. This is how it should be done. how it should be done.
One, two, three.
Funky beat. Hip hop. This is how it should be done.
Yeah, we're good. Let's go. We're back here, folks. Hope you didn't go away. Get your popcorn ready. 37-20 in favor of the home team Cougars in the white jerseys as they will get the ball to start the second half. It was a good half for the Cougars as came out firing offensively. Zeke Brown hit a couple threes. Asher Hayner hit one at the end of the quarter to top off of a 37-point half for your Cougars. On the other hand, the Dragons really couldn't get it going offensively, but at the end of the second half, partner, they really got the momentum swing trying to go and see if they can get that going in the second half.
Yeah, the Dragons really, they came out, found a game plan late in the second quarter, see if they can take that momentum and that game plan into the last half.
Like I said earlier, you're watching Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Cougars and the Dragons. As the Dragons took the freshman game by a pretty good landslide. As struggle offensively for the freshman Cougars, as the JV Cougars flipped the script on them, as they came out really hot from the 3 and getting a bunch of offensive rebounds. That was probably the main thing they did in that first half. See if they can continue to do it here, as Doyle will have the ball and immediately get called for an over and back. It's pretty big there for the Dragons if they want to get back into this basketball game. Make the Cougars turn over the basketball.
Yeah, it's just a mental mistake there by the Cougars, going a little too fast.
Again, I am Ryan Bertel, partnered with my guy Carson Colbert. Both students here that go to LHS. As we would love your support, and thank you for your support and your feedback. As I'm also sitting right next to producer of sports technology Brent Gossett. As the Cougars go off in transition, 2 layups back-to-back don't go in for Doyle and Stepney, as Smith will come down, try and get on the score sheet in the second half for the Dragons and try and climb back in this basketball game. As that shot hit nothing there, as Cougars get the ball right back.
Seems like the Dragons have come out a little pressed, try to force some turnovers here, get back in the game.
Well, as we talked about earlier, folks, we had a pretty scary injury in the first half, but number 22, Nico Sinovich for the Cougars, went down pretty hard, and we obviously can't tell you what happened, or we're not allowed to tell you what happened to an injury on air, but we're thankful that Nico ran off by himself, or walked off by himself, I apologize, and is sitting on the bench with his teammates, and he looks to be doing okay. That's all we hoped for, was him to be doing okay there, partner.
Yeah, glad he got up, was able to put weight on both legs there. Seems like he's really into the game now, cheering on his teammates and just being with the team.
Yeah, as we were talking about Nico, the Cougars had a 3 ball by Charlie Bennett and another transition layup by Doyle as they extended their lead back to 22, as Cougars are continuing to play well here tonight. Their JV Cougars, as we watched them last Thursday, one of those days. We were on the broadcast when we played Trinity Helias, Jeff City, as the Cougars were down by 10, partner, and came all the way back and won that game by 5. That was a fun game to announce.
Yeah, nice little 15-point swing there by the Cougars last week. They're really going to try and seal this game here as we come farther and get a bigger lead.
Doyle will go to the free throw line for 2 shots and make the first one, as I was premature earlier on a Stepney layup and said the wrong thing, but as Doyle gets that one to go, shooting his second free throw in this free throw trip. He'll make both, as the Cougars go up by 24 here, as the Cougars are really, like we said over and over again, the Cougars are really playing well tonight, as they got 44 points up on the board. Still with a lot of time left here in this basketball game, though, as Smith will stand on the Cougar head and trying to get this Dragons offense going here. They really do need to get back on the score sheet and start chipping into this 24-point lead. That's Smith over there on the wing. Dart pass into Roan, as he walked, as Coach Brown not happy with Roan. He'll take him right out of the game, as he looked wide open for a layup, but shuffled the feet before he went up and got called for the travel, as Stepney will come down the lane. Nobody guarding him. He'll go up and score. Tyler Stepney continuing to help his pretty good night here.
Yeah, seems like Coach Ritter went to the locker room, got the guys settled down a little bit during halftime, and they've came out really with a nice game plan to get up by 26.
They are up 26. They are up 46-20 as Doyle kicks the ball out of play, as Dragons will maintain possession. 46-20 in favor of the home team Cougars in the white jerseys, as the St. Mary's Catholic High School in St. Louis in the green jerseys here tonight. Smith, guarded by Donovan Green, number 14 in white, kicks it out. Number 11, Leonard, will go all the way to the rim. I'm sorry, that was Green that went all the way to the rim. He gets the ball right back. Goes up. I didn't see the call. I think it was a blocking call.
That's a block on Green there.
Yep, that was green on green there. Both fellas fighting hard. Both last name are Green. Is Donovan Green, 14 in white, tried to draw the charge on number 11 in green. Cody Green. Bunch of greens.
It's a lot of greens.
Bunch of greens. 4 new Cougars will sub in as Coach Ritter continues to do that tonight. It's been working. Keep the kids fresh. 10 players on this roster. They were subbing 5 in and 5 out before the injury happened for the Cougars. Hayner, Tormala, Yoon, Nevins will check in as Stepney will stay in here with your Cougars with the new 4. As two new Dragons will come in. As number 4, Keith Howard will come in. Another Dragon will check in. Number 1 for the Dragons, who I don't have on my roster, but apologize. There is Green will shoot. He should be shooting. He should be shooting 2 shots. Should he not? He got fouled?
No, he already shot one.
Oh, he already
and then
shot
they
one.
did the subs.
Okay, I was too busy talking about substitutions instead of paying attention to free throws. Okay.
Something happened down on the basket while they were shooting free throws.
So now that this has happened twice now. So now I can tell the crowd what happened earlier. Number 22, who I don't have on my roster, was also not in the book. If they're not in the official book, that is a technical foul. So that is what happened earlier, as somebody checked in for the Dragons earlier and must have not been in the book, as was assessed a technical foul in the first half and was just assessed another technical foul in the second half, as the freshman guard, Asher Hayner, makes both free throws again, just like he did in the first half. We'll extend this lead to 28 for the Cougars. And the Cougars will get the ball back, trying to go up by 30 here. 48-20 in favor of the home team Cougars.
If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the biggest lead the Cougars have had all game.
No, you're right, partner. 28's the biggest lead that they've had, as Aiden Evans falls to the floor looking for a foul call, but must have just got tripped up, called for the travel. Turnover there by the Cougars. Dragons will get the ball back, trying to chip into this lead. 48 Cougars, 20 Dragons. It's 22, who I don't have in my roster, gets the ball over number 4. Keith Howard will go all the way to the rim, go up, no good. Asher Hayner in some mess. He turned it over, but players all over the floor. Jump ball called. Good hustle there by Yoon, and a couple Dragons holding on for that basketball, as the Dragons will get the ball off of the possession. Possession arrow is Ward will check out, as Roan will check back in for the Dragons. As this is the JV game here at Lutheran High School, as the freshmen were before this, and the varsity shortly to tip off afterwards. If nothing changes, the freshman Dragons took game 1 of this 3-game set. If nothing changes, the Cougars will tie the series up, and it will be all down to the varsity game to see who goes away with the series victory here tonight. As Cougars turn it over, go down the floor to number 10. Number 3 goes up with it. Floater no good. That's Roan there. Off rebound, Stepney, 23 in white. He'll go all the way down the floor. Kick it to Nevins. Nevins will drive in. Give it right back to Stepney. That was a good look there. Is Stepney just off on the layup, as he looked to be in kind of some pain here. As Howard will go up and score. Keith Howard.
For that basket, I was going to say, shots really just aren't falling for either team here
as
we come down the stretch.
They left Nevins wide open. Nobody even touched him all the way down the floor. As he got the bucket right back. As it's not what you want to do if you want to climb back into a basketball game. As Dragons got a bucket but gave one right back up. As it's not what you want to do there, partner.
No, Dragons going to take another timeout with the Cougars up by 28 with
That was actually Coach Ritter from the Cougars that called a timeout. Give a little breather to his guys here. 50 Cougars, 22 Dragons, as lead is still at 28 here. As it's been definitely been a fun one to announce here, an interesting one. We had a pretty scary injury, and then we also had a ref hit the floor, and we had a couple other bizarre moments that you usually don't see in basketball very often, but they still do happen in that first half. As we look to be smiling now, as both referees are smiling at the moment now that I say that, as especially the one who hit the floor, he looked to be okay. As Cougars are up big here on the Dragons in this JV game, as they will have the ball. A little over 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, as that's Nevins with 2 colored shoes on. We'll give it to Tormala. Tormala gives it to Hayner. And Tormala walked. He must have walked before he gave it up to Hayner.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to pass it, was a little indecisive, took a little 3 steps there before he passed the ball.
Now my roster sheet, I have 3 different rosters with a bunch of different numbers on it, and I apologize out there if you're watching the game from St. Mary's and I've messed up someone's name. I was looking at the freshman roster a second ago, so I might have mispronounced the name. I apologize if I did that. Aiden Nevins goes all the way down, scoop, right-handed layup, scores, and extends this lead to 30. That's the biggest lead so far here. Is number 4 will go up in and cut it right back down. That's A.J. Spahn there, the freshman, scores as Zeke Brown comes straight back. That gives up to Yoon. Yoon to Nevins. Nevins drives in, off the glass, no good.
Dragons are going to try and get back in this game, trying to pick up the pace a little bit, go down, try and catch them a little bit off in transition.
It's been all Cougars so far in here in this JV game, 52-25, as the Dragons will continue to try and chip away in this lead. A little over a minute and a half left to go in this third quarter. Number 22 at the top of the key. He'll drive in on Nevins. Nevins got contact. It kind of looked like he lowered the shoulder. Could have got a charge. No call either way. Nevins gets the ball back at the top of the key. Gets tipped out of, didn't get tipped out of bounds. Tormala saved it. Tormala gives it to Nevins. Nevins wide open. He goes down to the lane. Gives it to Yoon. Yoon will go up. No good. Rebound to the Dragons. The Dragons will try and chip away back into this lead. Number 3.
Looks like the Dragons here are starting to execute a little bit.
Number 3, Chase Roan. Two-handed floater goes up and scored it as the lead is starting to chip away, just like they did earlier at the end of the second quarter, just like they're doing again as Asher Hayner goes all the way to the rim and scores. Asher Hayner having a pretty good night there from the freshman on this JV squad.
Yeah, it was a really nice drive. Brought the ball in, make sure no defenders get it, and then put it up.
54-27. Asher Hayner again comes all the way down the lane and in transition behind the back pass to Yoon. Yoon gives it to Nevins. Nevins turns it over. Number 10 goes down the lane, falls down, and is going to get called for number 11. Owen Tormala is going to get called for the blocking foul. He must have tripped number 10 there in green.
Looked like they just caught feet a little bit.
Unfortunate call, but I guess that is a blocking foul. If somebody does trip somebody, but it wasn't intentional. But that's still the call. As Asher Hayner, 5 seconds to go here. Zeke Brown will put up a 3. Good. Zeke Brown, the junior guard, extends the lead to 30 at the end of the third quarter. What a big shot there from 32 in white.
Yeah, it was good shot to end the half. Put the Cougars up by 30 going into the final 7 minutes.
In the third quarter, 57-27. Very good outcome for the Cougars. We can go over some sponsors. It'll be shown on screen. I don't have my script. I'm going to go get it before the varsity game, is we're going to go over the gray level sponsors, gray and white level sponsors. We thank you so much for your support of Lutheran High School. Again, I would love to read your name, but I don't have it in front of me, as the names are coming up on your screen at the moment. 57-27 at the end of the third quarter, as the Cougars look to be comfortably taking this one, as if nothing changes. I'm Ryan Bertel, joined by Carson Colbert for the second time of the year. Carson, it's been fun doing this with you. As me, you, and one of our other buddies, Richard Caleros, we all do this pretty well. I'd say pretty well. We've had multiple compliments saying we do a pretty good job. Fourth quarter is going to start here. Carson, you want to try and do play-by-play?
You got it, big man.
I got it. I was trying to test you a little bit. Asher Hayner, again, the freshman guard, having a great night. We have to pick a claw winner soon shortly. He's definitely going to be up there in contention. Number 11, Green, will throw up a three ball. No good, as Cougars will try and extend this lead even farther than it is. Asher Hayner has the basketball. He'll give it to Tormala. Tormala gives it back up to Hayner. Hayner over to Brown. Brown, uncontested, goes all the way to the rim, gives it up to Yoon. Yoon, front iron. Offensive rebound, Nevins. Nevins, no good. Brown, offensive rebound, good. Well, one of the main reasons, partner, the Cougars have this such sizable lead has been the offensive glass.
Yeah, they've really dominated the offensive glass here, picking up them offensive rebounds and getting them second chance points.
Well, as I say that, the Dragons got like 4 offensive rebounds and finally scored a bucket, as 61-29. Cougars up by 32, or is it 27?
No, it's 29.
Just haven't put it up on the board yet? Okay.
Yep.
6 minutes to go in this fourth quarter, as referee is currently talking over with the table to see if we can get those points back up on that board. It doesn't matter what the board says. It matters what the book says, because whatever the book says, that's the right call, and that's the official thing, because the book is the official thing in basketball. If you come over to the table or whatever the book says, the scoreboard's got to change it.
That's the truth.
That is. Points finally go back up there for the Dragons. A couple of the players are looking up there wondering where the points went, as Yoon will have the ball out of bounds, as he will turn it over to Ward. Ward will go up, left hand, no good. Rebound, Brown. Brown tried to save it. It was going out of bounds. Dragons get the ball back. Green, floater, good.
Little miscue there by the Cougars. Dragons take full advantage of it.
Hayner turns the ball over. As Cougars starting to turn the ball over here, getting a little sluggish, as they're now up by 28, as the Dragons are starting to get some easy transition buckets after the Cougar turnovers. That's Asher Hayner, the freshman guard, at the top of the key. He's had a very good night. He slipped a little bit there. Luckily, he looks to be okay. As Zeke Brown will go down the lane, kick it back out to Tormala. Tormala walked a little bit before he got it. A little no call there, but Dragons get the ball back regardless. As Smith will go down the lane, put up a layup, good.
Dragons really starting to execute their shots here, trying to get open shots to the lane, drive, and put it up.
Yeah, Coach Ruder is not happy with the defense, as it's been haven't really been full effort on the defense. Ward will put up a three ball, no good. Hayner tips around the board and gets it, as that's exactly what looks like we were thinking the same thing there, as Coach Ruder is going to call a timeout and talk over probably the defense there, as he really hasn't needed to worry about the offense here tonight. 61 points here, 4 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter.
No, really going to try and talk it over here, calm everybody down, get some rest for the guys that have been out there for a while.
(61-35) in favor of the Cougars, is 4 minutes, a little over 4.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. This JV game, if nothing changes, it'll be a 1-1 series tie so far, as the freshman Dragons took it over the freshman Cougars, and the JV Cougars look to be comfortably taking over the JV Dragons. So it's going to come down to the varsity game. That's
Yeah,
going to tip off after this.
It appears that it's going to come down to the varsity game, but you can't really ask for more. See which school comes out on top today.
(63-37). Hayner goes over to Tormala. It's Brown in the corner. We all know he can shoot it as he's being guarded very closely. That way he can't, as Bennett will have the ball. Hayner, floater, no good. That's Green with the rebound. He's going to try and get out in transition. He's going to go all the way to the rack. No good. Tormala with the board. Tormala gives it to Bennett, 3-on-1. Should be an easy bucket here as Brown puts it up and scores. Zeke Brown extends this lead here for your Cougars.
Yeah, Dragons really starting to pinch. Going to give up some defense here, but they're going to try and use full advantage of the offensive ability here as they try to come back.
Couple of shots no good for the Dragons. Cougars get the rebound as Bennett will have the ball, getting pressed up a little bit as Dragons really need to get the ball back countlessly as he'll get it out to Bennett. Bennett, couple dribbles, floater, no good. Green with the rebound. Green with his good speed gets it out in transition. Ward up with the layup, good, uncontested. As this final 3 minutes will probably be a running clock here as they're up by 30. Now that I say that, they're not up by 30, they're up by 26. But nonetheless, looks like this game's moving pretty fast to get this fourth quarter over with. Here is Cougars have help me out.
Comfortably.
Thank you, comfortably.
We haven't really seen a lot of dead balls today.
No, we haven't. Not a lot of whistles, which sometimes is a good thing. Is my partner for the varsity game, Dr. Coleman, brings the sponsor sheet over, is which I've needed this the entire game. He didn't even realize I was talking to him. Anyway, I'm live, partner. 2 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter as Yoon has the ball, gives it up to Zeke Brown as the Dragons is trying to press as much as they can. As gotta tell you here, partner, it's basically looking like a scrimmage out here in these final 2 minutes after looks like this game's going to come to a close.
Yeah, both these teams looks like are just trying to slow down the pace. Well, the Cougars are trying to slow down the pace while the St. Mary's Dragons keep trying to press their offense, get a little more points before this game ends.
Well, I gotta recall to my 8th grade recess days. This is kind of what this looks like as right now as Zeke Brown goes to the rim uncontested and scores. I used to be a recess demon out there on the
D1 recess player.
Yeah, on the blacktop as Dragons called a timeout just to get subs in as Zeke Brown will check out. As 3 more Dragons will come into the ball game for the for St. Mary's. There's a minute and a half to go here. Good move by Smith, left-handed layup. He's been really good tonight for your Dragons on a high note there. That is Tormala. Dribbles it up as Coach Ritter wants to slow down the pace and get this clock over with as Tormala gets the ball inside. He goes up, scores it, rolls around the rim for a little bit. Thought about coming out like earlier, but 69-43 Cougars. Smith gives it out to 22. Couple dribbles, jump stop, layup, no good. Nevins offensive board, minute to go here for the Cougars.
Nevins just rips it away, trying to make sure they keep control of this.
Hayner has the ball in the corner, gives it out to Bennett. Bennett out to Nevins. Nevins stands on the Cougar head. Is going to try and get this 30 seconds clock run as Nevins still has it up there. As 69-43 in favor of your home team Cougars. The Cougars are going to take this one and tie up the evening series here between the Cougars and Dragons. JV took the first one. We did not pick a Claw Award winner, but I think we all agree that Mr. Tyler Stepney is our Claw Award winner tonight, number 23 in white. He had a very good first half and third quarter. Had to sit out the fourth quarter because he's going to play varsity.
Yep.
So
get him his rest before he plays varsity game.
Had a very good JV game, number 23 in white. Tyler Stepney is your Claw Award winner. 69-43 Cougars. JV takes it 1-1 in this series. Varsity to tip off right after this. Don't go away. I'm Ryan Bertel. Partner Carson Colbert, thank you so much.
Appreciate you having me on, buddy.
Of course. Till next time, folks, don't go away. Varsity to tip off very shortly, around 15 minutes. Rekernel the popcorn. Don't go away, folks. Varsity, Dragons, Cougars. We'll be right back.